Hi guys, so today I have a video sponsored by Tonic for you guys. It is for their new stamp club. My goodness, look at this. Oh, super cute. Cookies and milk, or milk and cookies. I'll have it in the title, the correct name there. But they did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. Any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So like I said, this is the new stamp club. I get samples, so, you know, yours will come with pouches and with like cute carrier, you know, with the name and everything like that on it. But this is how I receive my samples, so I just want to make that clear so you know what you're getting, and it's going to be lovely. So I do have the dies and the stamps. So I mean, you guys, how cute is, oh my gosh, that's like a cookie cutter. Oh goodness. Okay, let's look at the stamps first, and then we'll go there. So again, milk and cookies, cookies and milk. Obviously, we have the cookies, we have the little milk here, we have the little, like, chocolate chip cookies. This one has a little bite taken out of, like, a little splash, I guess, for your little dunking, if you would like. You have the milk there. Look at the little morsels. Oh my gosh, okay. Bake it easy, tough, smart, you're one, and then, you know, tough cookie, you're on smart cookie. That's just how and then whatever it is that you want to write there. Bake it easy, I guess. How cute. Sorry, you're feeling crummy with a B, like crumby, crumbly. Without you, I, and then crumble. We have you bake the world a better place. We go together like cool, milk and cookies. All kinds of little accent, you know, stamps here and there. I mean, look at this little sugar cookie looking thing. We have again, like chocolate chip cookie or whatever cookie you would like. Looks like it's from the side view. A little one that's like a little bit that's been bitten, a smaller cookie, the larger one that's like frosted. This looks like those Loft House cookies. I love those. Morsels, again, cute little like heart shaped cookies with the icing on them. The milk carton, you know, you have your straw, of course the glass with whatever liquid you'd like to put in there, but, you know, probably milk. Look, we have the cookie jar itself, the little star that's also decorated. I mean, adorable for every day, but Christmas, oh my gosh, you guys. And of course, the dies that go along with them, and check these dies out. Okay, so basically, you know, dies for like the little morsels that we have, the little hearts and things like that we have over here on this other page. We have that will cut your heart cookie, or you can also cut the cookie, you know, like let's say you made this with like a beige color paper or white paper and you want to color it, and then you can do the topping in a different color, and you already have a cookie with just the dies without the stamps. Same thing with the side view one. We have so that you can cut the stamp, or you can use this, or use them both together in conjunction, again with the cookie with the bite in it. Let's see, oh, it says cookies, and then it has like a label, and then this outer one. So you can use those together to make a frame, or just separately to make a little oval, a larger oval, stacked on top of each other. Of course, the baking sheet, or baking pan, is how I would interpret this one. Look at the little cooling rack, you guys. Oh my gosh. The straw, you know, to cut your little milk carton out. Oh, okay. So this one's, looks like a splash to me. But, you know, we'll see. And then we have the word enjoy. The cookie cutters, I mean, oh, look at this one. You can cut like decoration basically into, like, let's say this cookie, or however you want to use it, or wherever you want to place that. Again, it kind of inserts in this one. See how this outer die, you can insert this one or this one, so it has like stripes, like if you want to make like a fudge stripe cookie or something. Super cute. Of course, the cookie cutters, the star, again with the topper that you can die cut, or you can just use with the stamps. The glass of milk, or whatever it is that you want to make. It has the glass. It's going to cut the, you know, the glass from the dice, the stamp set, so you can cut it this way. You can make your own with just paper, if you would like. The oven mitt, oh my gosh, so cute. So we have the oven mitt with an inlay if you would like to do that. It has a little heart that would be embossed if you were to do that, because it has a hole here, but it's not cut out, so it can emboss the little heart. Of course, you can cut the little heart if you'd like and add that there, with the insert or without the insert. The cookie jar, again, with an insert or without the insert, however you want to use that. Super cute. And I'm just trying to see, oh, this is the little bitten cookie shape right here. So generally what they do is they include all the dies that will cut pretty much everything that you see in the stamp set. Let's get to it. This is so adorable. All right, let me grab some papers and whatever else that we're gonna do with this, and we'll get started. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna make a card with like the cookies, like baking, and some of the decorated and things like that. So what I did is I went through my stash. I found some scraps of paper. I think this is fuchsia pink, classic cardstock from Tonic, and this is blushing pink, which is a little bit shiny, and this is going to be, I think, what I'm going to decorate my cookies with, so I'm going to put that to the side for now. I grabbed several different grays, because what I want to do is I want to cut what I'm using as a sheet pan, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, this could be like a little napkin or, you know, like a little tray or however you want to use it. I'm also going to use this guy for the cooling rack. And then I'm going to use both cookie cutters is what I'm planning. So I'll cut them all if they fit, great. If they don't, I'll arrange my little decorations how I feel like. So having said that, what I did is I grabbed 3 different types of silvers or grays. So I think I'm going to cut the cooling rack from silver screen. So I'll just, run that through and I'll have my little cooling rack. Put that to the side. From this guy, I'm going to cut this mirror card in hollow waves just because I like the way it looks with the hollow. But, if you want to just do like a matte, metallic or however, that'd be really cute. So that's going to be the tray. And then for the cookie cutters themselves, I'm just going to do this scrap of gray paper I have. Just run those guys through. If you really want that embossing to show up, definitely run it through whatever your machine needs for the embossing part of it to, rubber mat or however it is that your machine needs that to be done. And let me put, since these are kind of smaller, I don't want to misplace them while I'm talking about these things. Oopsie, let's get that there. Put this here. And then I'm going to just make a standard A2 size card, so I just have an A2 size card base that I'm going to start with, and that'll be on there, or a little rack. I think we'll have room for everything, hopefully. I might mat that with some paper from Sweet Sorbet. I mean, what perfect paper. I'm doing this more of an everyday kind of cookie kind of look, but if you wanted to do like Christmas cookies, this set will lend itself to that really well too. And I'm going to do like the sugar cookies, so I'll pick one of these colors and I'll mat our card with that, but we'll talk about that in a second. And this is just some cream classic card. I thought this one might be good because it's already kind of like a tan color. And I make sugar cookies with all that royal icing decoration, and generally you want to bake them so that they don't even brown, almost underbaked, but I'm still going to give these a little bit of a dusting of color. So for now, I'm just going to cut out several of them, and I just want the base cookie from this. So like this guy and this guy. So I'm going to cut out a few of those. Several. I may not use all of them, I'm not sure. It just depends on what all fits on the little tray, plus what I want to put on my little cooling rack. And so I'll cut a few of those out and I'll be right back. Most of those pieces cut basically, and I'm just gonna, how cute is that? Sprinkle, oh yeah. Okay, you know what? We're gonna use this gingham. So I'm gonna cut this down. Again, we have an A2 size card, so I will cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'll be right back. You know how I work. I'm going to use the decal edge trimmer, so I just want to show you again how I use this, because if you're cutting, and let's say I want, like I said, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. If I cut this at 4 1/8, I'm not going to have any room on this side to cut the decal edge. It'll just already be 4 1/8, right? So you always want to cut a little bit bigger. So yeah, almost 4 1/4 or so. And I'll cut that. And on the next one, again, I want 5 3/8 when I'm done, so I'll cut almost like 5 1/2 on this side. And sometimes I like to do is bring it down a little bit lower. I still use the grid lines to help me make sure it's straight, but just bring it down a little bit. Let me go right here. So when I cut that, it's a different ridge than just keeping it the same. Even though when you do cut some off, obviously it's gonna make it look different, but we'll do that. And now I'll line this up with 4 1/8. So 4 1/8. Right there. Again, nice and straight. You can, the ridges, I always bump the ridges up here, but you can also use the grid marks, so that's 4 1/8 there. And that took that little strip off, because again, I left it a little bigger than 4 1/8, so that way you have something to cut off. And then now 5 3/8. And again, if I want to keep it up here, don't want to bring it down here, just make it look different. And still do the 5 3/8. About there. And now that should mat into my card with that cute little deckled edge. Okay, I'm going to start putting this together. Now, let me look at it. I was going to go ahead and glue this down, but I might stamp on it. Maybe I'll put my sentiment right on my paper. So let's get this out. This guy, I really did the embossing, so they wanted to stay in there real good. Look at that. And it totally, just that little embossing makes it look 3D-ish, right? That is so cute. So we have that guy. And this little guy. And I could have cut them all out with the same silver, but for me, I wanted everything to kind of stand out differently, so I have my little baking sheet Again, you can make it look like a little blanket, or not blanket, whatever, like a napkin, I don't know, whatever it is you place cookies on to make it look cute. What my idea was to put some on here that aren't decorated. Okay. We're also going to ink these up, but just to give myself an idea. Again, mine would be this light. Like when you make sugar cookies, like I said, you're supposed to underbake them so that they don't look brown at all on the sides. No golden brown, none of that. But we're doing this a little bit differently. And then I'm going to have some already decorated on my cooling rack. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, so cute. I'm going to use a little hearts, because this one, I mean, he's a bigger guy. You can put that too. I think that's what I'll do, so I'll leave that one for later. And then if we include these guys, we'll pop them in somewhere here or there. So let me look at my sentiments and see if I want to stamp right on my paper or how I want to do it. You know, I kind of want to do the bake it easy. So cute. You make the world a better place. That's so adorable. Yeah, I think I'll do bake it easy. So let me get that. And actually what I'll do is I'm going to stamp it right on here, but like, you know, you can also stamp it on something else and cut it out like with a sentiment kind of label or whatever it is. That's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm going to move these things. I'm going to get my precision stamping press and some ink, and I'll be right back. Okay. It's not super crucial that I leave that on there. I can, it's okay if it moves. Okay, so let's just make sure it's pretty straight. That looks good. And I'll just use some VersaFine because I like using VersaFine for sentiments. Again, these are photopolymer stamps. I didn't mention at the top, but they do have a dispersion layer, so a lot of times I like to rough them up, like really just rub that off or use some alcohol, you know, clean it off before we stamp with it, but that's perfect. Generally with fine line stamps or with sentiment stamps, you don't have to really mess with the dispersion layer too much, but if it's like a stamp where it has a lot of surface, and I don't know that any of these do that, where it's a big surface area, you definitely want to get that dispersion layer off so you get the best stamping. But these all look like fine line ones. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, let's glue this down. You know, this came together really fast because I just did the die cutting, but there is so much you can do with this set. I mean, I didn't even talk about the cookie jar. How cute would that be to cut it out like in maybe some acetate? Super cute. Now, if you wanted to stamp it and then cut it out with acetate, I would stamp it with maybe some Stays-On ink and then cut it out so you have the lines. Or just make a shaker out of it, because I don't know if you can see. If I was to make a shaker out of this, I would cut this outer one and then cut it again from acetate and then whatever topper. And then this thing has inlay pieces, so if you did that and then maybe did it in black or something, or like a light blue so it looks like glass, you would use both the outer and the inner with some light blue, and then now you have your little kind of shaker area. Be really cute. Now, I want to see, because this is flat, I think I'm going to pretty much stick everything down flat. There's a lot of dimension anyway, just because of what's going on, but of course cookies can also be placed on here in a way that gives it more dimension. But whatever you like to do is great. Something like that. You guys, I mean, this is coming together so fast. And then what I'm going to do is also cut some of the little topper colors for the cookies, the frosting, out of those scraps that I had showed you earlier, the pink scraps that I had. You can put it more down here, huh? Maybe there. Okay, so let me get some ink so we can ink up our cookies, just to give them a little bit of color. And in the meantime, I'll grab some brown ink, and I'm going to cut these guys out. So I just need to have 2 colors for the sugar cookies. And so I have these little things right here. So I'm just going to cut out one of the darker pink and one of the lighter pink. Okay? And I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. You guys, we had this little guy cut out here too. Oh, So cute. Okay, I'll be right back. So I'm going to use a very, very light brown. This is antique linen. We'll see how that goes. And a finger dauber, just because I'm just going to go around the edges very lightly, like I said. Maybe just tap that off somewhere else first. But just a little hint of browning on each of the cookies, okay? I mean, I'm just doing the smallest amount. Oh, you can see that. Okay, I'm gonna do that for each of the cookies, and I'll be right back. And then on 2 of the heart cookies, let me put my little heart back. We are going to place this little guy. So I use like this specialty paper. The other one has its own texture too, but I know whenever I had done these folder swaps and swaps that I did recently, a couple gals had sent in little cookies, like little decorations, and they put some glaze on them, like oh, if I have some here, what's it called? Not crackle glaze, but the other one, the one that's shiny. But anyway, you can place that on top and then it makes them look shiny, which is really sweet. Of course, you can do that same thing with like putting some packaging tape over your paper and then running it through the die through on top, and then it'll be shiny because the packaging tape, and the packaging tape gets pushed into the cookie or into the die cut really well, so it looks really cool, and it'll be like shiny if you wanted. Of course, you know, a glitter pen or like these guys. The Nuvo like Aqua Shimmer. This is just opal quartz, so it just adds a little shimmer. That'd be really cute. Or leave them matte like I did here. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in a way that be cute there. And then these 2 little guys are gonna be in here somewhere. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then we do have our cookie cutters. So I'm wondering if let me think about how I want to arrange my cookies. And then maybe something like that. And we have our little cookie cutters. Oh my gosh. That's adorable. Adorable. Something like that. You know, when I put cookies on a tray, they have to be like lined up. And that's just how it is. But maybe like that. Be cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a moment to glue these down. I'm gonna glue these guys flat, and I'll probably pop up these other cookies a little bit. So let me just get some glue. What just happened? This was just working just fine. There we go. I left it sitting open. That's what happened. All right. So I'm gonna glue these guys down, and I'll come back. We'll pop these up with a little bit of dimensional glue or dimensional adhesive, however you like. And these guys, I'm just going to glue it down just the way you see them. Okay. And I guess these last ones, I'm just going to pop them up with a little dimensional adhesive. So cute. Super easy to work with. I mean, how adorable. And just so much you can do with it, right? I mean, it has literally everything. Just really, really, really cute. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sending these items for review, for sponsoring this video. So I do have this extra cookie. I might put it there. I might. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description box, images coming up, and just super cute. I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.